So I'm going to say here today on this 22nd of March that I will always say, people don't change. That perspective and narrative that people change is a lie. The perspective and narrative on a leopard would never change their stripes, that's the truth. As an individual that lived for 56 years, I can look back and I can see, and I have known people when they were younger. Now I can see them now that we're old. And first, I want to tell you that if you're new to the channel, man, please by all means hit that like button. I'm really trying to grow the channel, so I definitely appreciate it. Share my videos. Individuals need to know. I release videos, go live 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But I want to help you guys understand that I've seen people and they don't change. If you met a dude that always want to run the streets, and that perspective of I just want to settle down. Dudes that run the streets never settle down. They simply add a wife to their situation. They simply add a steady girl to their situation. They never settle down. Women that lived their whole life that said, my career comes first, my sorority sisters come first, they will never, ever change. They will simply want to add a man, a husband to that situation. You will collide with every perspective and narrative about people. They will like to have you, they will want you to believe that they can change. So where and how do I know this? Where's this coming from and how do I know this? It's coming from, I am constantly getting individuals that want to re-enter my life, but they're doing the same old thing. And one thing that I've learned to do at 56 years old, I pay attention to people's energy more than ever. I have never had a woman give me more than 35% of herself. And it is amazing that when I told one woman this, she stopped talking to me for about 10 months. It was like, oh, damn, he figured it out. I didn't say nothing to offend her. We never even went together. We never even dated. But when I told her this, she got mad at me. Because, and I now look at the perspective as to why she got mad at me, because that is like, you now know the code of dealing with these creatures. You now know the code. You now have exposed to them, or they now know that you know that they got to work harder to get you. Chicks want you for free. Know that. So I'm gonna break it down like this to give y'all an understanding. Like I said, I never had an individual give me more than 35% of themselves. I've never had that. And one thing I like to do is, and because I know the new narrative in my life that I understand now, is that the unfortunate thing that I did is I gave myself to those that did not earn me. I gave myself to those that did not earn me. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is, the reason why individuals didn't have to give is because I've exceeded the amount that they was going to give me. So the game they didn't have to insert anymore. And what I now understand and what I now see more than anything, and I'm so glad that I am seeing all this, is as I tell you guys the thing that I've been telling you in the last year. Don't try to be down with nobody. If a person ain't talking like you're talking, leave them alone. If a person ain't trying to build the same thing that you on, leave them alone. What you got to understand, what you guys got to understand about women today, society and social media has taught them that the only thing that they need to bring to a relationship is a pussy. That's it. That's it. They will tell you they love you. They will tell you that all this stuff. They won't tell you over dinner. They will tell you via text message, which have absolutely no meaning. They will tell you all this stuff. They will tell you, and then what they would do is the guy that ain't giving them and the guy that ain't amping up to what they want, that's the one that's going to get the, I will submit my life to you. I will do all these things. I will do this to get you, etc. But when you are the guy that you have surrendered yourself, you will never get nothing from that woman. When you're the guy, listen, women always want you to understand their situation. Well, because of my job, well, because of this, because of that. They always want you to understand that, right? And that is just a reflection on how they think anyway. They're not thinking to build with you. They're thinking to add you from a perspective of their relationship. Everything with them is an add-on from a reflection of their relationship. So let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. A woman could lose her job, but if y'all built y'all relationship based on her job, and then she loses that job, then what do you have? What do you have? What do you have? You have a relationship that you now gotta figure out where y'all at in a relationship right now. So if because women don't understand this, if you build a relationship, right? If you build a relationship based on the both of y'all and how y'all can both team up and go against life, and both of y'all can team up to see what it is y'all can get from life, then you're building a relationship. Women don't know how to do that. They don't know how to say, hey, listen, let's set our life up here and then we'll add everything else to it. Their perspective and narrative, my job first, my independence first, my friends first, the sisterhood first, all these things first, and then you. And then what happens is one of those things get minused out of their relationship, out of their life, and your relationship was unfortunately built. Your relationship was built according to that. Now you don't have that no more. Now you got to figure out what is the next phase of your relationship, or how you're going to move forward in a relationship with this woman. So remember, people don't change. They don't. I'm not changing. And what I mean by that is, you hear me say, I wanted, for those that know me, I wanted a wife, I wanted a family. That has not changed. But what I don't do, what did change is, I don't advertise it like I used to. It's not a priority no more. It used to be my first dairy. It's not my first dairy no more. I dropped it down to probably 7th or 8th. But people don't change. They don't. People don't change. We are all who we are, and uniquely different in our own ways. The shameful thing, the most shameful thing is to see somebody that changes to meet somebody as opposed to change after they meet them. So let me break down to you what I meant, what I just said. I will change as my relationship needs me to adjust so that we can grow. I am not going to change who I am to get somebody to have interest in me. And a woman, like all of them, they're all the same. When they check back with you, they want the spot that they had when y'all left. And it to me it's amazing to tell somebody something and they're like, nope, I gave you 35% and now I'm only giving you 20. As women get older, they're not changing. After 30 years old, they are hunting for somebody to add to their life. They're not changing. There's no validation for a reason for a woman to change. I have a friend, and his perspective is, I don't want to grow old alone. I want what our other friends got. Our other friends dated their high school sweethearts from the 80s. So here it is, 2024, last year, he's saying he want what they got. So you want what they got 40 years ago. So you want to find somebody with a 4-year life in between high school and now, 20, 30 years of weather, because he found somebody younger. You want to find somebody that's 20, 30 years less and think you're going to get what somebody got when they from a chick that from out of high school, that they put the first babies in them, and you found somebody that already got kids. You got kids. It's amazing how individuals try and patchwork and patch job these narratives in their life because they want a relationship, and then look and see the trail of life that they lived and saying, so what makes you want to abort? When you was living this life, I was told that it is the best thing since sliced bread, as my life is the best thing since sliced bread. I was told that all of my friends that are married said it's the worst thing in the world, don't do it. We were screaming that chicks is such and such and such. All of a sudden, the marriage is the worst thing in the world. That went out the window, like, whee, went out the window. And all of a sudden, the woman that he found that talked to him like absolute trash is better than sliced bread. It is amazing how people change from the perspective of thinking that they're changing. This dude changed his outlook on life, changed his perspective about women, and think he's going to change the perspective of the women today. People do not change. They get older and they realize they need to add stuff to their life. And as a woman, she wakes up one day and say, I can't get this guy ain't doing it. Let me just go and start entertaining individuals when I'm out and about. Let me tell you something about me. Go live your life. I'm not changing. I'm not changing to the dummy that I was. I've incorporated understanding, and it make me happy. I'm not looking, and I'm not saying that I'm growing old alone. I looked at an article today that said veterans will now be entitled to $3,700 or $3,800 additional for their retirement if they need assistance in life. I qualify for that. I'm not doing nothing for no woman. I'm not changing for no woman. I'm not. It's not happening. It's not. Individuals don't understand it. They don't get it. They don't want to get it. You're not going to meet a woman after 30 years old and think that she understands now that she needs a husband. She don't. She had a brush with something happened to her life, and she said, you know what? I better get a man in my life to put a buffer between me and hard times. You cannot go. Listen. How do you expect understanding from something that doesn't have logic? How? How do you understand? How do you expect understanding from something that has no logic? I won't do that. I am absolutely positively, 100% happy about how my life is today. And I never thought I'd feel like this. Never. Never. I picked up these P55s yesterday. I'm sorry, 955, Cazal 955s yesterday. They're fly, aren't they? Brought this woman some Gucci frames. Heading over to the post office to mail them to her. Her birthday was yesterday. The reason why I brought her those glasses is because I am who I am. I'm a generous, loving, high quality guy. And I am not going to change that about me. If I like you, think you're a cool person, I'll buy you a $500 pair of frames. It don't mean nothing to me. Nope, I don't want to see you, so I'm gonna mail them to you. Nope, I'm not looking for no quality time with you, because I'm gonna tell y'all this. Whenever a woman go out and you're not invited, you're not the guy. You're not the guy. Women always expect and think you're supposed to read things different. Women always expect you to think they're innocent. You tell them enough that they ain't like everybody else, and they begin to believe that you think that they ain't capable of saying, I'm gonna string you along while some other guy digging me out. Love it. This is the time we live in now. I'm not competing for no guy because nobody can compete with me. Nobody is in a position where they can compete with me. Nobody. My glasses collection will hook up your 401k plan. You will have to drain your 401k plan just with my glasses, let alone my cars, let alone my watches, let alone my gold coins, let alone my silver coins, let alone my comic book collection. I am well versatile. I have 3 retirement plans. One retirement plan has 2. I have 2 IULs. 2. My retirement military, then I got another retirement plan. I'm shitting money. So I'm not sitting up here thinking that I have to change who I am to attract a woman. Not your boy. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. That's it. It just ain't happening. A woman will expect you to say, you want this pussy. So because you want this pussy, you're gonna do it. You're gonna jump through hoops, and that's the biggest thing that I see. That's if I could put everything else aside, that's number one. My ex-girlfriend, Crystal Holman, that chick acted as if though oh, my pussy is everything. Oh no, you want this pussy. Ain't nothing changed. You want this pussy. Ain't nothing, and just got big as a damn house. Talking about something, she gonna come down here and see me. I want to come down here and see you. Give me your address. I logged on to Amazon. She said she was gonna be down here in a couple of days. I logged on to Amazon. The earliest I can get a harpoon was about a week and a half. I said, ain't no way in heck I'm gonna let this chick come around me without a harpoon. You know, oh, big giant chick trying to act like she still got it. You don't still got it. It's over. It's over. You don't still got it. You don't still got it. They want to act like they still got it. That's all of them. They, oh no, I'm still this bad chick. No, you ain't. You big. You're big. You're a land whale. That's what you are. Let me go see what time this post office is open. Okay. It was in there a little longer than I expected. So like I was saying, the perspective and narrative that about the perspective and narrative about women today and how women today are, you better know, because they don't change. Let me be clear. Let me be completely clear about what I'm saying. Let me be completely clear about what I'm saying. You will meet a woman, and that woman will try and tell you that you'll listen to a woman that had 3 kids when she was a teenager, right? Do you think that she thought beyond? Do you think that she thought beyond those 3 kids? Do you think that she sat there and said, I better not have 3 kids because having 3 kids is bad? Do you think she thought about that? Do you think at all, do you think at all that was a perspective and narrative that woman had at any time? That having all these kids, do you think that she stopped when she was having those kids? Nope. When she had those kids, when she was pumping out them kids, her perspective and narrative was, I'm living my best life. I don't have a worry in the world. I don't care, etc., etc. That was the thing. God damn it, Chris. I made it too big. I need another label. Freaking frack! Hold on. This is a bigger label. Where the hell I get this little thing from compared to this one? Oh man, so So she was living her best life. She was out there giving out. She was doing everything. And then what happened is she ran into the struggles that went along with it. And she ran into the struggles that went along with it. So now when she was out giving out pussy, having babies, it was all for fun. So when she was meeting men, it was all for fun. Now what happens is she's only meeting men now because struggles have came into her life. So now men are to help her with her struggles. This is now you start seeing women say all these things about why you should date single moms. And the one woman that said, you know, if I was a real man, all I would date is single moms because having a baby made me grow up. Yeah, having a baby kind of like educated me to be a better person. Yeah, school didn't do that for you. Yeah, the people that you've seen in life doing this didn't do that for you. It is amazing the narrative that these individuals come up with. So what happens is you meet somebody and they out banging chicks. Spend their whole life banging chicks, right? They banging them, right? And there's nothing wrong with the fact that they banging chicks. They banging chicks. Their perspective and narrative as they banging all these chicks, they got an excellent narrative to go along with them banging these chicks, right? They're saying, oh no. Oh no. This is the best thing in the world. Bang chicks. Bang chicks. And then, like I said, they banging these chicks. Oh yeah, get that. Oh yeah, get that. See, yup, yeah. Hey, look, This is what I was told. All my friends that got married, they said it's the worst thing in the world to do. Don't do it. All of my friends, it's a all hail out assault on companionship. Oh no, my friend said don't do it. Don't do it. Nope. No, I only brought one in here. You serious? I use them for cushion. Oh, there. My friends told me don't do it. Don't do it. Don't waste your time. So having babies with all these women is different, you know. But just out there, just making families all over the place under the context of, you know, all of my friends that are married, they said, don't ever submit to being married. Don't do it. Don't do it. And then what happens is something happens in their life, and what they need to do to remedy this is, I don't know, maybe they're getting sick, maybe they ain't saying something that they should be saying, whatever. But these individuals, now all of a sudden, they look at marriage and they say, nope, this is the thing to do. Nope, this is where I need to be going. I got to get married. No, right? They didn't change. And they didn't change. People, right? I mean, really? Wow. Let me tell you something. And I'm a forever say this. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. One of the biggest problems of being successful as being a child and being successful. It's like a child star. One of the biggest issues that I see as that with myself as being a child success, because I had success early. My first car was a Caddy. I had $102,000 in the bank when I was 17. I was always the man. And you look and see people's struggles in life. You look and you see, and the way you could help. If you see somebody drowning, the way you can help is to get them to solid ground, get them out of the water. If you see somebody struggling with their bills, you give them money. That was always easy to me. If you engage in people from the help perspective, and it's nothing to you, you're just being generous. Sir Nerd Anonymous Prime Supreme. Snaps. That's my name. Sir Nerd Anonymous Prime Supreme. Snaps. The anonymous is, I gave a lot. When I was on a Blog Talk Radio in 2010, I gave away free computers to single moms. I was doing that. I had 30-day bike a day giveaways. I was doing that. I was going to give away free school supplies. I was doing that. I was doing a free school supplies and a 30-day bike a day giveaway. I did that on YouTube. That's what I did. I'm generous. I still got these. But yesterday I added these to the lineup. Next month I'm going to add another pair to the lineup. By the end of this year, probably on my birthday this year, I'll get the SL55 or the SL63. 2012. I like the 2012. I don't like the new models where they made them look like an egg. That's my life. And I realized, go full throttle with a bottle on what you're doing. Don't sit back and try to add a woman into your life. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'll be right back. All right. So like I was saying, Don't be me. Don't be me. The beautiful thing about my life is I'm such a success. I'm not sitting back here boo-hooing because, you know, I'm riding a bike and my girl ran off with a dude with a Benz. I'm like, no, you don't get me. It's over. So what I'm saying is a lot of people, they have invited a lot of pain into their life and didn't go beyond it. My pain in my life is like, I'm constantly gaining happiness in my life. And the more and more I live, the more and more I see, wow, it was good to be me after all. I've never had to tell somebody, man, I should have been like you. All I hear is, man, I should have been like you. Man, I should have left this chick alone. Man, I should have did this. Man, you know, you always was. And that's what's going on in my life now. When I wake up in the morning now, I'm like, I am so happy. Like, I literally wake up and can't believe I got to live another day. Don't be like me, though. Don't be like me. I mean, I never promoted going out in the streets banging 4 and 5 chicks. I never promoted that. I've always promoted, watch out for your mentals. If that chick get out of line, snap her back quick. And if she disagree with order, get the gone. I never promoted F these chicks and they're a bunch of B's and all that. I've never said all that. I never said that. But what my mom showed me, what my daughter showed me, what Atila Sean Bradley showed me, what my ex-wife showed me, what every woman that was involved in my life showed me is that you gave me too much too early. And just because they come back don't mean they change. They don't change. They don't, and they won't. They won't. I don't expect nobody to change. I want to be clear about something. I live in Hampton, Virginia. If I dated a woman, if I dated a woman that lived in Raleigh, North Carolina, which is 3 hours away, and her perspective and narrative is, well, you got to move here near me, because I work here in Raleigh, and I got to work. No, sir. You're going to move near me and work that problem that you got getting to work. You're going to work that out. You're going to see if they got a location near me. It's not happening. Not happening. Where you destroy yourself is when you submit to a woman. You heard me? Where you destroy yourself is when you submit to a woman. That's right. When you submit to a woman, when you forfeit your life, that's where you messed up at. And today's women, they will not have it no other way. They won't. They won't have it no other way. I'm glad I know better. They'll come back to you. I've changed. We matured. Let me tell you something. Life is the ultimate judge. All these chicks running around here, a man gotta do for me, or a real man would, they only know how to talk via insults. Just like a kid. They are trash, they are garbage. And when I travel around social media and I see these idiots, you know, I see these idiots having a forum with 5 and 6 women on there. I don't know how they do that. I will continue to say that. I don't know how to do that. How you know how these creatures are? You know they ain't capable. They're not capable of a conversation. They're not capable. It's impossible for these individuals to have a conversation. And a person would say, "Oh, I believe that this person is capable of a conversation. I believe that." I don't know how a person could possibly come up with that. I just don't. I don't. Women are all the same. They're all the same. They will all do their best to validate stupidity. They will all do their best to validate trash. They will all do their best to validate straight delusion. And have you thinking, "Oh no, this is a good thing that I'm doing. This is the right thing to be doing." When in fact it's not. It's nowhere near it. And they will tell you and try to get you to believe, "Oh no, this is the best way to live." They will try to tell you that all their mistakes in life was because some man had control of their coochie. They would try to make it seem like they were just walking down the street and a man said, "Give me that coochie." "Oh no, get off. Why are you zipping down your pants? Why my knees opening? Why my leg? Don't penetrate." Why God? They will have you believe in that. The stories that they tell you will be straight online and will be solidified if that's what they would tell you. That's what they want you to believe. They will literally have to tell you, "I want you to believe I had no control. This man had total control over me. Zapped my coochie with his penis." And you got to sit down there and now listen to them try and justify all their jacked up ways. And then they'll try their best to get you to believe they've changed. Right. Of course. Gee, what was I thinking? "Oh, I'm not like that no more." Oh, no, okay. I remember my friend said something. This is a little off topic. I remember my friend said something. He said, "Everybody died. We're the ones that's left to grow old." I thought that was a very weird perspective to say. He said this 30 years ago, like 1995, he said this. Everybody died. Let's check something out right quick. videos. So, you know, so like I said, like I started off, I am 56 years old, and I can truly say, you know, I can sit here today and absolutely say I'm happy. Nothing else matters but my happiness. Every time I do something, every time I buy something, every time I buy something to eat, I'm saying to myself, man, I did well. I look at my life and I'm looking for the errors. I look back and I can be honest with y'all and say, I used to think that I was too hard. I used to think that, I needed to be a little bit more lenient. I needed to be a little bit more soft. No, I didn't. I was just right. I was just right. Every way that I act was just right. Every person that I kicked out of my life was just right. Every time I told somebody, I ghosted somebody, it was just right. My daughter, just right. Her mother, just right. My own mother, just right. My brother, just right. There's nothing and nowhere on record where somebody can say, oh, he did me wrong. This doesn't exist. The energy never manifested itself. As life in the physical form, all I see is individuals. All I see is individuals. As life manifests itself in the physical form, all I see is individuals that want to live a reckless life. All I see is individuals that want to be unruly. All I see is that. I see individuals that wants nothing to do with the discipline that it takes. It wants nothing to do with the discipline that it takes to be a stand-up person. They want nothing to do with that. They want nothing to do with that. Nothing. You know why? Because it's easy to be unruly. It's easy to say when all your errors are exposed. It's easy to say, I was young. It's easy to say, I just was out there being wild. It's easy to say that. But you're shunned upon when you run around and say, no, I didn't do any of that. Now everybody want to change. Oh, I don't want to be me no more. What I tell y'all over and over again, I don't know what it lives like to be me. I'm my father. I had a perfect example of a man that was, you know what, I'm gonna live like that. Nah, I ain't trying to do this on my own. I ain't trying to figure this out another way. I ain't even trying to come up with another narrative on how to live. I am Todd Smith Sr. in the flesh. Just like my daddy. That's why one of my motorcycles is a Honda, because my dad had a Honda. That's why I got this diesel truck, because my daddy had a diesel. First thing I said when I got it, I looked out through the panorama roof. I said, I got one, Daddy. I said, we can't do the Volkswagen diesels, Dad. We're not going to do that. But we will do the BMW X5 diesel. just like my daddy. Let me tell you something else too. Let me tell you something else. I got somebody pulled over up this jank. Let me tell y'all something. That's state police. Let me tell y'all something. People will try and get you to believe that they are to set your value. They'll try and get you to believe. They'll try and get you to believe that your worth is to be determined based on their assessment. When you decide I'm talking to you young people now before I sign off. When you decide which lane you're going to get into in life to navigate yourself through life, when you decide what lane you're going to get into, ride it out. However you want to live. Listen, I know people that makes a lot. I know people right now that's making a lot of money. A lot of money. Same amount of money I'm making. Can't afford a house. These are people that ran through life and put everything first, put this first, that first, never solidified a life, never solidified a foundation. In 2020, when I was buying this house, what I said to myself was, get a 2-family so I can start making that money thing like I did before. I said, you know, I'm older now. I need to establish my foundation. The house that I found, like I tell people, my garage is behind my house. I can put 5 cars in my driveway. I can do a lot of things with my I can do a lot of things on my property. I have a big property. And I'm seeing people that decided to live this life, and now they trying to settle. Now they're trying to do all these things, and life is saying, I'm more expensive now. Life is saying, oh no, it's not 300,000 in this area no more. It's now 550. It's amazing. It really is. Y'all gonna hear me. Y'all gonna keep hearing me say this. And I say it and I mean it. I am watching I'm watching all the people that played in life. I'm watching it manifest itself. I'm watching it. I'm watching it manifest itself. I'm seeing it. I'm telling you, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing all these people that said life is a joke, life is a game, I'm putting this first, I'm putting that first. All these people now are going through the mental struggles of life. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. And I think I'm the only one telling y'all in depth of how I see it and how I'm breaking it down. But like I said, they made the money, and the money is now insufficient. That's what I'm getting at. They put the job first. They put all these things first. They put all this stuff first, only to get to where they at. And life just said, well, you ran up here, you made all this money. Now the cost of living in life going to shoot up. Now all that they did is not worth it. When they first started out on this journey 10 years ago, it was, oh, I'll wait, I'll get a house, I'll do all these things. Now it's, I can't even afford the rent, and I definitely ain't got the money to buy a house. And that's what life is for individuals that said, I'm just gonna live my life. I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. My life is just its own thing. And what I'm doing is right. What I'm doing is good. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, it ain't. It's not. Why do y'all think I'm laughing at individuals? I'm laughing. Y'all heard my story when I said. I was looking to buy a house that was, my house is 1,281 square feet. I was looking to get a house that was like 2,300 square feet, 2,100 square feet, and the mortgage would have been like 2,400, 3 times more than I pay now, just about. Almost. 754 is what? 2362. So yeah, 2362 versus, yeah, about 3 times as much. And it is, wait a minute, 2262. Yeah, 754 times 3 is 2262. And I said, no, I'm not doing that. And now I can sit back in life and go buy a $600 pair of frames, and it don't mean nothing to me. Because when it was time to buy a house, I didn't change. When it was time to buy a house, I didn't say, oh, I'm gonna do this right here, because as I'm listening to people say now, I want to get a big house so I can start hosting dinners at my house and all that. As I told y'all, I said. Then I realized I didn't have no friends. So I said, I bunkered down, and I said, nope, we're gonna get this house right here. And we got this house right here. And 5 years later, I now have 6 figures in equity in the house. And I got 11 credit cards, only got one of them got a balance. And I'm just living my best life. I'm healthy. I'm in good health. And I know my worth from the perspective of I'm not giving that to people that they didn't earn it. That's what I did my entire life. That's what I did. My entire life. My entire life. Don't be like me. Be un me. Yeah, be un me. Don't be like me. If you're gonna be out there running the streets, banging chicks, pay for it. Buy you a hoe. Because everybody I know that bang chicks got multiple child support cases to prove it. That's some expensive pussy. That's some expensive pussy. You could have just paid $200, got a nut, got a suck. You could have paid $200, got a two nut and a 2-nut combo. You could have just did that. You could have paid $200, got the 2-nut combo, and been good. But no, what I was hearing is these bees ain't nothing, this and all that, and they didn't want to change. Oh my, oh my, oh my. And life came knocking on the door. Life don't ask no questions. Life just simply say, what was you thinking? That's all life gonna say. Life gonna say, what was you thinking? Life ain't gonna be like, okay, how we gonna resolve this? Life ain't doing that. Life ain't saying, okay, well, you know, you having all these kids, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna bless you with a $100 mortgage. Life ain't doing that. That's why I need to be like, Lord, please, please, please. That's those dudes and dudettes. Oh, please, please, oh, please. That's them. When you abide by the rules of life, you ain't got to pray. I don't got to pray. I know God blessed me with life in itself. I ain't got to pray. Fuck, I got to pray for. I ain't did shit wrong. Excuse me. Excuse me. Could you turn off the tire shine? Wide ass fucking tires. Thank you so much. So, like I was saying, I am watching people that are so interested in change, but they have lived a life that is littered with this perspective. have lived a life. They have lived a life that was littered with this perspective and narrative of this is the way I want to do it. Life didn't say nothing about that. We all went to school to have a better life. And, you know, they did some type of U-turn. They said, no, I'm going to go this way with it. They said, no, I'm change. What does that narrative go? It says, no matter how much things change, they always stay the same. That right there, ain't that what they say? That there. Don't ask for nobody to change. Let them live their life. Let them live their life. If they don't see the insufficiency in their life, let them live their life. My mom taught me that. If you meet a woman and her priority is not finding a husband, leave them alone. I'm nervous about the air thing. I don't want them to cut my roof. So give me a second. I'm just gonna wipe my windows off. But turn your heat up, Quattro. I mean, AC. Why is this thing on? Just wipe my windows off. That nighttime residue off my damn car. So like I was saying, you'll let these individuals navigate themselves in life, or for all you youngins, thank you. For all you youngins, you're allowing these creatures to run around here and be unruly. play games, act as if life is a big game, act as if life is a big joke, act as if they don't have to abide by no rules. Everything is a joke. Everything is fun. You're boring. You're boring. And you're supposed to just sit up there and say, yeah, I'm just ready. You're supposed to be you're supposed to say, I'm just waiting for you to come around. When you come around, I'll be here. That's what they think. I love life. I respect it. I do. I had to get out this morning and go do some run some errands. Of course, send that thing out. Now I'm gonna head to the house, fuel up. I'm gonna get on my rower. I get on my rower. I'm doing 30 days of rowing, 40 minutes a day, 2 sets of 20. I'm always reinventing. I'm always reinventing obstacles in my life. I'm always reinventing. I'm always putting goals in my life. I'm always putting things in my life so that I could say, you know, when I'm asked, how do you? I can say, well, this is how. And discipline gets you here. It's amazing how they thought they was able to keep up. A little Jeep Beamer, bitch. A diesel at that. Come on, man. Now you look like a little dot in the rear view. They got mad because I cut in a lane. They get mad. Let me tell you something. If a Rolls Royce cut me off, I'm going to be like, you got that. Okay. You don't drive a punk little Jeep and a diesel get in front of you. I ain't even cut them off. And then you get mad. And then you try to, when I turn, you riding on my bumper. Then I say, okay, let me see what your engine working with. Because honestly, if that had what this had, I'd have had that. Oh shit, I cracked myself up. Yeah, I knew y'all was getting that in one time. But I'm gonna get myself home and get it, excuse me, get into my morning routine. My morning routine is to get this workout in. I did about 5 sets of 8. I do 8 pull-ups behind my neck. 5 sets of those. 5 sets of 8. I did those this morning. Let me see where my steps are. I did my jumping jacks already. Yowza, yowza, yowza. See where my steps are at. I'm at 5,500 steps at 11:19 a.m. See that? Yowza, yeah. Let me make sure I see that correct. I don't want to be honest. That says 35. Yep. 55,498. 55,498 at 11:19 a.m. And I only did half of my workout. It's my life. Did what I had to do. Went and mailed this woman her frames. Her $400+ frames. Now I'm heading back home. Finish my workout. Eat my breakfast. Eat my 6 eggs. Eat my 6 eggs. Then head over to Mount Trashmore in Virginia Beach, Virginia. So, hey, listen, I appreciate you guys chiming in, tapping in. I ain't mad at you. Glad to be here, share my videos. And I'll definitely catch you guys on the next one. Later.